By the time Snake reaches the top of this ladder, he's already turned his back on America. He just doesn't know it yet. The End is a fight unlike any other in gaming, not focused on high-octane action or methodical strategizing, but a cat-and-mouse game with consistent tension, knowing that the role between hunter and hunted can be reversed at any time. Time is also a key element of this legendary battle. It's most likely going to be the longest boss fight you've ever had in a video game, as well as the ancient nature of your opponent and the underlying themes of age and generations of soldiers. Not to mention the unique ability to wait out your opponent by forwarding the clock on your system by 1 week. It's a battle that demands constant awareness of your surroundings and precarious movements, lest you be taken out before you can pinpoint your opponent's location. But it's what immediately follows this battle that I want to focus on today, what is peculiarly Snake Eater's most iconic moment, the ladder climb. Now, it's no coincidence that these two incredible moments are placed directly next to each other, and there are some tantalizing reasons why from both a design and thematic reason. The first and most obvious reason is to have a contrast to the grueling duel you have just completed. Even if you're playing on easy and defeated the End on your first try, it was by no means a simple battle, still requiring you to carefully survey your surroundings to find the elderly sniper obscured by the thicket. So even if the risk posed to you was minimal, there's still the underlying tension of being hunted and ensnared by his crosshairs. So the ladder climb then serves as a de-stressing moment, as an unusually lengthy moment of decompression from the tense encounter you just succeeded against. Obviously, this aspect of the ladder climb will be more cathartic the more attempts it took you to defeat the End, as you'll be wound up like a top from how much time you just spent glued to the underbrush to avoid his scope. From a character perspective, this moment is also foundational for the entire series, as a moment that allows Naked Snake to begin his philosophical journey towards Big Boss. If the execution of his mentor at the finale of the game is considered the birth of the Big Boss, then this moment is almost certainly his conception. After defeating a soldier that gave his entire life to a battlefield, a soldier truly loyal to the mission, Snake has to ask himself, is that the end he wants? In fact, I believe Snake's thoughts manifest in this scene through the lyrics of the Snake Eater theme, which I believe are undeniably written from Snake's perspective. The song is clearly written about someone the author has a true reverence for, shown through the lines, "I give my life, not for honor, but for you." This is verbalizing how Snake isn't loyal to the mission, but to the boss. The ladder climb is the moment Snake truly begins to doubt the morality of his mission, and what sows the seed that would later bloom during the ending of his complete disillusionment with the United States. Because the song truly emphasizes the subject's deity-like status with the lines, "In my time, there'll be no one else," and "Crime, it's the way I fly to you," it couldn't be more clearly depicting how Snake will go AWOL and become the Big Boss, an apostle of the boss's legacy, and dedicate his life to opposing the military-industrial complex in the boss's name. It's this extensive and somber moment of reflection that's where the ideas of Big Boss will truly begin to form, which makes the final encounter with the boss all the more tragic, as Snake has already decided that he's going to follow the boss's legacy long before he knows the truth about the nature of her defection. Although that's not to say his new philosophy has completely solidified, as crucially, the song only plays the vocals with the explosive instrumentals left out of the scene, showing how these thoughts are merely whispers at this point in his journey, the seeds of doubt he has, and the burgeoning ideals that will come to define the rest of his life. But there's another moment in the game which mirrors this scene, in which only the instrumentals can be heard. Care to guess when that is? In this way, defeating the End has become a rite of passage. After defeating his idol's longest-serving and most powerful disciple, Snake has now become the greatest soldier to ever serve under the boss. Now that he's taken on this mantle, he has to decide what the role entails for him. Will he follow down the same path now that he's seen the End? Or is he going to surpass the boss and truly embody her ideals, but break free of the one thing that shackled her, her dedication to the mission? How can he create the world she idealized when restrained by forces that would openly oppose her dream? In this ascent up the mountain, Snake could never conceptualize what these ideals would lead to. But this moment is truly the catalyst for the entire franchise, as this is where he makes the choice to surpass the boss, as is reflected in his extensive elevation. He won't die on the battlefield in service to the greatest soldier that ever lived, but reach even greater heights than her, creating a paradise for soldiers that exists beyond the confines of the military-industrial complex, an outer heaven. For more Metal Gear Solid 3 essays, here's one on why the Cobra unit is the franchise's best villain team, and I'll be back in 2 days.